to make special recognition to Caleb Nielsen's powerful and majestic right leg. Walking with Alexander today are his parents, Evan and Suzanne, sister Emily Maxey, brother Nicholas Maxey, and sister-in-law Elena Maxey. Alexander says, I would like to thank the DSU football team for helping me find a home here after transferring 4 years ago from Vanderbilt. I would also like to thank my family, friends, and Trojan family and for supporting me over the years.
Yeah, it's
a good ride, and it's time to finish out strong with this group of guys. In addition, big ups to my boy Caleb Nielsen, specialist gang rising up. Let's hear it for Alexander Maxey. Number 34, Connor Tordson, son of Jamie and April Tordson from Fairmont, Minnesota and Fairmont High School. He is a defensive end majoring in biology. Connor would like to recognize his brothers Walker, Sawyer, and Oliver Tordson. Walking with Connor today is his mother April Tordson. Connor says, I would like to thank my family and for their support throughout the years. I would also like to thank both present and past coaches as well as my professors for helping me develop into the person and player I am today. Finally, a special thank you to all my teammates for making my career at
so
DSU
I'm on
so
Skype
great.
and I connected and everything.
Let's hear it for Connor Tordson.
But I'm not hearing anything. Like I'm not hearing
Number
the Skype
37,
actual
Caleb
ring.
Nielsen, son of Dave and Colleen
Do you know
Nielsen from
if
Waverly,
there's
Nebraska,
anything that
and
maybe
Waverly
could
High
be
School. He is
that
a kicker and
was
punter majoring
that I could
in
do on
computer
Skype?
information systems,
I don't
web
know.
development, and business management. Walking with Caleb
I keep
today
going
are
to
his
the
parents,
settings,
Dave
and again,
Colleen
it's not.
Nielsen, brother Jared Nielsen, and fiance Madison Tabor.
It's
Caleb
just like
says,
not
I would
working.
Like to start
Everything's
by
plugged
thanking
in.
my
I
family
can't
and
hear this. I can
friends,
hear myself.
especially my parents for working hard so that I could go to college and focus on academics and football.
I mean, I guess the only other thing is
It's
to
been a blessing.
just,
Additionally,
I mean, I
thank
could
you
just
to
have
my
Chris
brother,
text me every
friends,
single time
and
we're back,
fiancé,
but
her family for all their support over the years. You all
yeah.
told me to have a high standard,
Okay.
and I'm glad because it has
Okay,
made me
bye.
push my limits on and off the field. It has been an interesting 5 years with this program. I never thought I'd receive a nickname like Turkey Leg, nor did I expect to have to kick so much, as well as having to adapt to so many different coaching styles. But it's been fun. Having a snapper like Alexander Maxey sure has eased the burden of special teams, regardless of the schemes. So I've been a bit spoiled there. We've had our ups and downs, but I'm glad I'm finishing my last season with this team. Let's hear it for Caleb Nielsen. Number 86, Cameron Belden, son of Troy and Lisa Belden from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sioux Falls Christian High School.
it's plugged
He is a
in.
former tight end and now an assistant coach for the Trojans, majoring in general studies. He is looking into grad school to pursue an MBA degree in sports management and marketing. Cameron would like to recognize his sister, Courtney Feldman, as well as recognizing in memory his grandmothers, Darlene DeVries and Carol Hofer. Walking with Cameron today are his parents, Troy and Lisa Feldman, as well as his grandfathers, Cy DeVries and Ron Hofer. Cameron says, I spent 4 years playing at DSU and 1 year coaching. I've made many lifelong friends and had many great experiences throughout my time here at DSU. I would like to thank all my former coaches and teammates that have pushed me and gotten me to where I am today. Without them, I wouldn't have pursued my dream of being a college athlete. Let's hear it for Cameron Belden. Number 90, Edward Fritzler, son of Steve and Brenda Fritzler from Eaton, Colorado and Eaton High School. He is a defensive end majoring in general studies. Walking with them today are his
I don't
parents,
know what.
Steve and Brenda Fritzler, as well as his brothers, Charlie and Theodore Fritzler. Ed says, I would like to thank God, my family, my teammates and coaches, and everyone else who has helped and supported me during my college career. Let's hear it for Ed Fritzler. Number 99, Brayden Wallenstein, son of Jeremy and Melissa Wallenstein from Lenox, South Dakota and Lenox High School. He is a defensive end majoring in physical education. Brayden would like to recognize the following following people for all their support along the way. Ryan, Amy, Maddie, and Ava Townsend as his chosen family. Also, Robert, Becky, Carter, and Jasper Bing Behringer, the Weisbach family. Dana Hoff and his boys Cameron Belden, Cole McCarty, and Chris Kopinski. Walking with Brady today are his parents, Jeremy and Melissa Wallenstein, his fiancée Rachel, sister McKinley, brother Blaine, and his girlfriend Abby, parents Donna and Dave, grandparents Donna and Dave Pedersen, as well as Sue and George Wallenstein, Mary, Laverne, and Danica Van Hingen, and Jamie and Becky DeWitt. Braden says, I would like to thank all the teammates, coaches, athletic training staff, and academic staff that helped me throughout my time at DSU. Without the guidance and support I received, none of my success at DSU would have been possible. Let's hear it for Braden Wallenstein. These senior athletes standing before you today have been the most loyal, hard-working men, and there are no words to explain how much we have all appreciated them. We love you, we appreciate you, and never forget, once a Trojan, always a Trojan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for this season's Dakota State University football seniors.
Test 1, 2. When I put this up, I can hear myself.
Testing. Testing. We have champions. NEI. What's our call? NEI will be the call? Give her, let her rip. NEI is the call. It is champions. Dak State? We'll defer. We want the ball. Which way we kicking? Okay. Spin around, man. Go. Dakota State has won the toss, is elected to defer. Okay, man. Play like champions.
On the carry. No gain on the play. Tackle made by number 93, Devontae Murphy. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans.
And we're here at Trojan Field. Some technical difficulties to start the broadcast, but thank you so much for joining me, Joe Stoffenberg, here at Trojan Field. Trojan homecoming as the game has already started. Kickoff by the Trojans. It's to Mayville State. And already a run that got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. We're only a minute into the action. We're going to get to 3rd down in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trojan Field, Trojan homecoming. It is 3rd and 10, ball at the 22-yard line at the 2-yard gain on the pass play. And the Trojans look for another win, 2-1 on the year, 1-0 in North Star play. And we'll have to see what we can get today. It's a beautiful day for football. It will be 3rd and 8, ball at the 22-yard line. Mayville State starting with the ball, and DSU will start the game the second half with the kickoff, as it will be a run to the left side and down for now 4th down. At quarterback, keeper there, unable to get through. It will be 4th down and 8 coming up for the Mayville State Comets. Coming into this one, still winless, 0-4 on the year. Trying to avoid the 0-for-5 start. It was Tim Salmon, the 6'2", 220 freshman quarterback, starting things, and only got 2 yards total on that first drive, a 3-and-out, and pushed by defense of DSU. It is senior day. It's Trojan homecoming day. This one, a punt. After the first 3 plays go nowhere for the Comets. It will be 1st and 10 now for the offense of DSU. Here live at Trojan Field, it is homecoming. And after a rush by Salmon, the only runner for the game. And so that brings out the offense for DSU, led out by Zach Brooks, the quarterback last week, 7 of 19, only 75 yards and 2 scores. On the season, 3 total touchdowns and 322 yards through the air. He'll lead out the offense with running back Jack Anderson, the 5'10 sophomore from Sioux Falls. They'll start. They're on their own 40-yard line. The wide receiving core of Cooper McDermott, Cole Siliuson, and Deshaun Keel. Travis Rebstock, the tight end, and the offensive line that has stayed strong throughout the year. Mose Timoteo, Tucker Pell, James McLean, and KJ Gentry on the offensive line. The center, Zach Rohrback. It's a handoff inside, and it'll be to Anderson. The backup today is Brenner Furlong. After Gavin Holland went down, Furlong hits the field now. He gets onto the field with quarterback Zach Brooks also on there with running back Jack Anderson. They're facing a tough defense with the Comets. However, gave up 51 points last week to Dickinson. It's a handoff here, goes left side, and will be Anderson taking this one. Today we honor the seniors. We honor the 1971 DSU football team. We'll get into all of that later on in the game. But a first drive here for DSU. Got a couple of yards each play. It's now 3rd and 6 for the Trojans. They're going to send Anderson out wide. 3 receivers to the left and 1 and 2 to the right of Brooks. Behind that offensive line, they'll put Anderson in the backfield once again. After the motion, here's Brooks. He's going to go back to pass. He'll get away from the tackler. Now he's going right side. He'll head to the first down marker, and yes, he'll get there. A GSN Insurance first down run from quarterback Zach Brooks. Brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. We like them all. GSN Insurance has our first downs. Getting into the red zone, it's brought to you by Case IH. The Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. We also have the Wilbur Ellis halftime show, the Mustang Seeds postgame show, and we'll get the Taco John's play of the game. So that's a great 3rd and 6 play. It's now 1st and 10 from Zach Brooks. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right now after Anderson was put in motion to the backfield, and a solid gain on first down for Anderson. And Simpson brings them down. Actually, I'm going to say no gain on that. Might have brought them right down and right past the line of scrimmage. So it will be 2nd and 10. We're only about 4.5 minutes into this one. DSU looking for a win after getting a win last week against Presentation College. One of only 3 teams at the top of the North Star Athletic Association standings. Anderson now goes to the left of Brooks, spread out wide, 2 receivers each side. Here's Brooks. He's going to look deep, and he'll find his receiver through the hands and incomplete. Probably not necessarily had a touchdown. Cooper McDermott, however, would have been a big gain and would have put them inside the red zone. Went right through the hands of McDermott. It will be 3rd and 10 from the Comets' 48-yard line. The Comets, after the loss from Dickinson, it was the score of 51-13. They're still looking for their first win of the season. They're trying to spoil DSU's homecoming. After a victory last week, 40-13 from DSU beat Presentation. Here comes the blitz here on 3rd down. They'll find a receiver middle of the field, and there is a first down to the far side. And it will be Cooper McDermott. Instead of that big throw, he turns about a 5-yard pass into another 5 yards and a little bit more for that GSN Insurance first down. So Cooper McDermott able to rebound after that one. They're going to spread it out wide to the left side yet again. 3 receivers there, 1 to the right, and whistles blow. Timeout is taken by the defense. So quickly we're seeing a timeout by the defense. I think
Mayville.
they're getting a little bit too frustrated on that side, so they need to take a timeout to think things over in the next couple of minutes. 9:32 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Jammin' Country FM 103.
University Athletics would like to
Back here on Jammin' Country FM 103 after a GSN Insurance first down was made by DSU. It is 1st and 10 from the Comets' 34-yard line. So here are the Trojans. Zach Brooks out in shotgun, puts a man in motion. They're going to pitch it. After the man put in motion, he's got it. And to the near side, it is Jalen Stewart, Cooper McDermott. He gets the completed, and that's technically a completed pass.
Ball on the Mayville State 20.
And so here is 2nd down and 1. Ball is going to be at the 25-yard line. It's a handoff from Brooks to Anderson. He fights for a yard. It's going to be close to a 1st down marker. And yes, move the chains. Another GSN Insurance 1st down for DSU. Keep it moving, says the Trojans. And a good read there for Brooks to keep the drive along to hand off to Jack Anderson. Here's a 1st and 10. They're going to have Anderson again run it. Brooks, it was a good fake, but Anderson can't make enough yards. Solid gain there for the running back. They got to get him going. Last week, 5 rushes for only 21 yards. It was Brenner Furlong and Gavin Holland doing a majority of the work. And the second half, after getting up about 30-0 or 30-7, and then a couple of quick scores. They put Brooks back in, they put Furlong in, and also because of the injury. Here is Brooks, a toss to the far side. About a yard or two. Deshaun Keel gets the pass and catch. He was held without a reception last game. The 6'3" sophomore from Portland Orchard, Washington. On the year, 6 receptions, 119 yards coming into this one. It's 3rd and 6, and into the Case IH red zone go the Trojans. For farm equipment that offers comfort, reliability, and the sport you can expect, head to the Case IH red zone at Lake County International. Here's a toss to the end zone, and it is picked off. A big play there for Mayville State. Brooks goes to the end zone. And it was Denzel Navy. The freshman linebacker picks it off for Mayville State. Brooks decides to toss one into the end zone and couldn't complete it to the receiver. 7:21 left to go after the interception. And now Dakota State's defense comes out to the field. So it's going to be 1st and 10 after the touchback. Ball at the 21-yard or 20-yard line. Tim Solomon, the quarterback, in the backfield for the Comets. He'll start here, 1st and 10. He'll start in the shotgun with a running back to his right, and it's caught near side after the pass was complete to his receiver, Javion Davison. 5'10", freshman from Las Vegas. And so it's a GSN Insurance 1st down on the very first play that moves up to the 32-yard line. It was a 12-yard reception for Davison. It's 2 receivers to the left and none to the right for the quarterback. Solomon in the shotgun with a running back to his left. They're going to hand it off. They're going to go on the left side of the line. Still charging along is the running back, and he's finally down. Mason Ullman putting his body towards that 1st down marker and looked like to be wrapped up, but still charging along. It was a gain of 7 on the play, 2nd and 3 now. Actually, the market 4 yards short, so we'll have Solomon in the backfield with Ullman again. Play clock at 18. It's like they're trying to fix Ullman's helmet. So here is Solomon in the backfield with Ullman. They're going to push him to his right side. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They put a man in motion, and they're going to give it to the motion man. Blown up by the play. Still staying with them is the defense, and he gets blasted. Defense wraps up Davison after the end around. And Fritzler there on the tackle. There's a couple of them trying to tackle him there. First, the initial push from that linebacking core, and then Fritzler able to put the finishing touches on him.
Ball on the Mayville State 39-yard line.
Will be on the 39-yard line, still at that line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 4. 2 receivers left and 1 right. Running back to the left, and now they're going to put him to the opposite side at the right. Here's Salmon. He's going to drop back to pass. Has the running back wide open. Instead, he's going to keep it. He's going to scramble to the right, find Ullman, get the first down and a lot more. Drug down right before the 40, might be the 39.5-yard line, and give him a GSN Insurance first down. There's a great dump-off pass there from Salmon to his running back.
Ball on the Trojan 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
And it goes to the Trojan 40. They're going to say that dive forward got them to the 40-yard line, and now they're in Trojan territory. On their side of the 50, it's 1st and 10. They almost had somebody on the line jumping, and it'll be 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Ullman, and he will get about a yard before he's stuffed by the right side of that defense.
Brought down by Ed Fritzler.
Fritzler on that right side brings them down. And to them, it's the left side. To the defense, it's the right. So Fritzler yet again on the tackle there. 7 tackles on the year. It'll be 2nd and 9 after the gain of 1 for Ullman. Quarterback is the only one in the backfield right now. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And here's Salmon. Great protection there after stepping up in the pocket. Now here goes Salmon, and Salmon's going to go down. And instead of sliding, just dives right ahead and gives himself up. Move the chains at the GSN Insurance. First down yet again. Salmon on the year, the freshman quarterback, 3 games so far. 57% completion rating, 761 yards and 8 touchdowns. 71 yards is his longest completion. So he's been looking a lot through the air. 2 receivers each side. Ullman now to the left of Salmon. Puts receiver Flowers in motion. They're going to flip it to him after putting him in motion, and the pass is incomplete after off of his hands and drops to the ground. Flowers unable to catch that one. Freshman receiver from Las Vegas, Nevada. Ullman on the year, 4 games, 39 rushes for 152 yards. Only 1 touchdown, so a lot of the scores has come through the air. And we've been seeing a lot of the defense, the secondary being tested. Trying to get the receivers out in the flank and in the middle of the field. It's a handoff to Ullman, the option, and there he goes. He'll get near the line of scrimmage, or the first down marker. He'll charge forward, dive for it, get there, and about a yard or 2 after the first down marker. This is a fantastic drive for the Comets as we are at 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We'll hurry to the line after getting the play. And here is Salmon once again. It's a 1st and 10 from the DSU 18. It's a give to Ullman. He'll run right through the pile, still charging forward. The defense then eventually moving back. And it'll be a rush of about 4. Maybe a helmet came off of a player, so you had to stop time, make sure he was able to get off the field. Has to sit out this play. It's a receiver now to each side. And it will be 2nd and 4, change in at running back. Change of pace. Jason Nelson comes in. He's in the backfield. Here's Salmon, and a handoff to Nelson, and gets blown up in the middle of the field. And Nelson goes down.
Tackled by number 34, Connor Tornson.
Connor Tornson on the tackle, one of the seniors highlighted before the game. 6'4", defensive end. 16 tackles and a half a sack this year. It's 3rd and 6. A minute 23 left to go at the end, getting towards the end of quarter number 1. Still no score. Here's Salmon. He'll put Nelson to the left of him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He'll look left and he'll throw towards the end zone, also to out of bounds. And it'll be incomplete, but a flag is on the play. Maybe a hold. Didn't see if a lineman got back there. And let's see what the call is. This might be on Mayville.
On the offense, number 51. That penalty will be
and it'll be a hold on the offense. So that will give looks like they're going to decline it, and that would bring up 4th down for Mayville. So a field goal attempt here for Mayville, trying to get 3 points on the board for the only points so far. Xander Coleman, the kicker. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. So big kick, 3 points. Out a 30-yard field goal and good. It's 3-0 Mayville with a minute and 7 seconds left to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds for kickoff for Dakota State as they'll try to return this one. The offense about to return to the field. You're listening to Dakota's Best AM 1390. No, scratch that. You're listening to Jammin' Country FM 103. And back here at Trojan Field, it is 3-0 after field goal was good by kicker Xander Coleman. So the Trojans back deep to receive. It will be Guzzi and Stewart back to receive the kick. A little bit of a line drive as the ball's going to keep bouncing. As Guzzi looked like he was going to return it, and a flag thrown on the play very late.
In fact, there's a lot of laundry on the play.
There might be a couple on the field. There was one thrown all the way back. But again, it occurred right as the ball bounced into the end zone. So let's see what this one is. One of the referees maybe thought of, it looked like it was a holding call.
Holding on the receiving team. Number 11. That penalty will be enforced.
So it will be a holding.
It'll be 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line.
But it will be 1st down Dakota State. So after the letting the ball get into the end zone, still a holding.
Ball will be placed.
So it'll be 1st and 10. For the Trojans as they try to answer back 3 points. It will be 1st and 10 from the 15.
Place at the 15-yard line.
Well, looks like they're going to try to figure out the spot here. Still, they're trying to look around and figure it out. Well, okay, so now the ball is set, and here we go. Took a little bit longer than probably that they wanted to, but got the right spot. It's 1st and 10 from their own 15. Here is Anderson. He gets the ball for the first play, gets it right past the 20-yard line. So a gain of 5 and makes second down a little bit easier. Good one for Anderson. It is Keel and Hybertson to the left side. They're the only two receivers. And Anderson will get it right side, and the Comets are going to stop him. Anderson on the carry, and we're going backwards now.
It'll be third down for the Trojans.
It'll be a third down.
3rd
and 8 after a loss of 3 from the running back. As we got 10 seconds on the clock for the first quarter. Well, they're going to run another play. Brooks is ready to run another one. 2 seconds on the clock, 1 second, and they're going to let the quarter end. And that will do it. So a very quick first quarter, only 3 points. It was all Mayville State. 3-0 the score as we end the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute for the start of the second. You're listening to Jammin' Country FM 103. And back here on Jammin' Country FM 103, Joe Stoffberg here with you. DSU and the fans honoring the men's cross-country team and men's track and field with a couple of wins last year, the NSAA champions. Here's a long throw deep to Brooks, and it's through the hands of the defender. Trying to go a little deep on the far side. Flag on the play. It's right around the line of scrimmage, so I had a feeling it's going to be holding on that 3rd down and 8 play. The defense for Mayville State already running off the field. They're going to say it was, I assume it's going to be
personal foul, chop block. 11. Number 11 and number 64. That penalty will be declined, 4th down.
So it will be a chop block on the play, and that will bring out the punt team. Caleb Nielsen had a great game of punting. We're at 350 yards on a couple of punts. Now is the school record for an average punt per game. 59 yards was the average, and he gets another shot here. Good blocking up in front, and this one's another boomer. It will go, we'll just keep bouncing. Bounced around the 40-yard line. It's going to be right inside the 20. Oh, man, that was a fantastic punt, a huge field flipper from their own 17-yard line. Gets it back inside the 20. Continuing to do great things, Caleb Nielsen. Tried to get it to Austin Lake on that 3rd down and 8 play. Just started the second quarter as DSU looking to hold strong on defense once again. Mayville 0-4 on the year. Lost last week to Dickinson, looking for some revenge this week. 2 receivers outright and 1 to the left with a running back with Salmon in the backfield. It's a handoff inside. We'll try to run up the middle and right at the line of scrimmage. It was a run from Jason Nelson. Murphy and Brown on some tackles there, and it's 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 18-yard line. 49-yard punt for Nielsen on that 4th down play. So here's 2nd and 10. 2 receivers each side. They're going to bunch them up on the left side. And it's a run inside yet again. And once again, another rugby scrum on the left hash mark. Nelson on the carry again. So it's a 4-yard gain and brings up 3rd and 6. So another big play here for the defense. On the 24-yard line. Need 6 to get a new set of downs. Salmon with 3 receivers out to the far side, 1 to the near side. They're moving from right to left. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. They'll get the snap. They'll look pass. Salmon will sidearm it. Good enough with a catch and a 1st down. Complete it to Javion Davison. Wide receiver yet again, another catch, and that's good enough for a GSN Insurance 1st down. Davison, 2 receptions, make it 3 now, including that 1st down play. Now ball at the 40-yard line. He's got 3 for 32 so far. Early on, it appears that it's Salmon's favorite target. So it's 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff right side, getting up past the 40 and maybe to the 41. It's Nelson on the carry. It's his 4th. But a flag is on the play. And it looks like it's going to be a hold, and that might be going back now for DSU.
10-yard penalty. Repeat it down.
So we'll go against the offense. And I believe we'll repeat 1st down there. Move back to the 30-yard line. So it's 1st and 20 for Mayville State. The Comets and the Trojans here on Jammin' Country, FM 103. Last night on Dakota's Best, Madison took care of business against Canton. A 30-14 victory. There's number 1 and number 2 in the state. They got the job done here at Trojan Field, and here's DSU trying to get the job done. They're on defense with a swing pass to the right side. It's to the far side, and it was complete for Javion Davison, his 2nd reception. Good for a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 17, or scratch that, 18. It will move up to the 32-yard line. Don't need the 1st down on this play, but anything, I guess, getting close to the line of scrimmage would help out. This defense, though, after only giving up 3 points, they were getting pushed back last drive. Looking to rebound here with now running back to his left. Here's Salmon. He'll roll out immediately to the left. Look for the 2 receivers there. Couldn't find anybody, and he's taken down for a sack. Cody Brown with the sack. Motion to the sideline, says, yep, on that strong, and that will bring up 3rd down. It was a gain of 2 on the previous play, pushed them back now 4. And it'll be a 3rd and 32 for the Comets. So a sack for Brown. And now you're going to need a long play if you're Mayville with 2 receivers to each side and a running back in the backfield. Here's Salmon. He'll throw a screen pass out wide, and it will be Davison on the catch. And that's good for about a few yards, but nowhere near that first down marker. It is 4th and very long, bringing out the punt team. It's up to the 37-yard line for Mayville State. It'll be Cooper McDermott bringing this one back. Johnson on the punt for the Comets. Eventually 4th and 13, and here is the punt. Can't see him almost getting to that one as the punt will keep on rolling. It'll get a couple of rolls that Nielsen was getting and flips the field, get to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. So it is senior day today here in homecoming. Honored a few seniors at the game, 10 to be exact. 10 seniors are Nico Ferroni, Edward Fritzler, Brenner Furlong, Alexander Maxey, Caleb Nielsen, Jason Sakamoto, Connor Tortson, Marcus Vandenbosch, and Braden Wallenstein. The student assistant coach, Cameron Belden, was also recognized today. Talk about what's going on at halftime. It's Brooks for a 1st and 10. Receiver wide left, but instead it's a handoff. Get a couple of yards, get up to the 25. It's Furlong, a pickup of 5 for the backup running back. It's also the 50th anniversary of the Boot Hill Bowl champion for the 1971 championship team. As DSU will be honoring them at halftime. 3 receivers out wide with Anderson in the backfield. It's a give right side and will be taken out. Actually be Furlong running the ball, so the backup stays in for a play. Another one. And it looks like that's another 5 or 6 yards. It's good for a GSN Insurance first down. Brenner Furlong going back where exactly he started last week. Continuing to take that momentum after the win, huge win for DSU last week. 2 receivers now each side after a couple of players were taken out from injury. Brenner Furlong gets in, and here's a quarterback keeper, gets up to the 40-yard line, about a yard short of the first down marker.
It'll be 2nd and 1, Trojans from the 40-yard line.
Furlong ended the game at 10 rushes for 73 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 1 now at the 40-yard line for Dakota State. It's their own 40. They'll put 2 men in motion, and now they'll move Furlong over to the right side. Here is 2nd and 1. It's a keeper here, and they're going to get another first down after another long run. Good play there for Furlong, reading his blocks, finding a spot around the field. To the right side, catches the corner. That's going to be another first down. A GSN Insurance first down. It's brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. We like them all. We'd love to see them get in the Case IH red zone in the next couple of minutes here. It's a handoff to Furlong. He gets the corner yet again. Couple of yards on the run to the right side, but a flag is down right at the 50. Joe Stofberg here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. 3-0 the score, 7:15 left to go.
Offense, number 73, 10-yard penalty.
And it will be a holding.
Spot. Repeat first down.
I believe it might have said number 73, that's KJ Gentry, the right tackle. Making his 4th start of the year. Had to switch to left guard last game, but now he's back at right tackle, making his 3rd start of the year there. So it's 1st and 20 now. After the run is taken away, they'll put McDermott in motion to go to the left side. 3 receivers there. Pocket collapses, and it's a screen pass. And flipped on, still going along, still moving after stiff arming a man. That's Furlong saying, I'm still going. Furlong gets the catch and the run. And that will make second down a heck of a lot easier. You get it to the 41. Starting the field on the opposite 40. So a huge gain there. It's 2nd and 3. 17 yards. And here is Furlong staying in. They're going to give it to him yet again. Feed me more, he said. And that's going to be a GSN Insurance. First down, move those chains. It's a heck of a play. And a heck of a drive here for the Trojans. Had to go 80 yards. This is basically a repeat performance of what we saw for Mayville State after the punt landed them, or the interception had the ball brought out to the 20. They had to start at the 20 because of the punt as Rebstock moves into motion. It is Furlong left side, and he's driven back after running into a couple of Comet defenders. Tries to go to the left side, and you're seeing this different motion of right side, left side. But the Comet defenders are ready. It'll be a gain of 2 after being hit initially at the line of scrimmage. It's 2 receivers each side. Wouldn't be surprised to see if we see a pass here. We've seen a couple of runs in a row. It'll be Brooks, deep back to pass, and it's complete. Middle of the field, running to about the 25. And Michael Hybertson, yes, good enough for a first down. And the chains keep moving. Here's Furlong. First it was different running back in there. Furlong runs back out in the field. 2 receivers each side. Here's Brooks in the backfield, and it's a keeper now. He'll get up to right around right before the 20. Got 2 receivers each side, and instead of, and it looks like a gain of 4, but a player is down for the Trojans. And I believe that is Zach Brooks. This is, I mean, you talk about the most important position. There's a lot of important positions. But after one injury already to Josh Giles, you go to Zach Brooks, and then Zach Brooks now possibly injured. And you're going to need another quarterback, at least for this play, and it looks like Brooks isn't even putting he's not putting any pressure on his left leg. After talking with head coach Josh Anderson and the coaches show on a Wednesday, talked about a lot of the next man up. And right now, Jesem Antonio is that next man up. And to be the quarterback for the Trojans, you have 2 big injuries for the Trojans quarterback. And now bringing in the 3rd quarterback of the year, Antonio. The freshman, he leads out there now with the receivers bunched up left side. It's a handoff inside, right around the first down marker. It's a good rush. And that'll be another first down. Brenner Furlong yet again, a GSN Insurance first down. They're in the red zone, the Case IH red zone. You find reliable Case IH equipment for your farming operation, the Case IH red zone at Lake County International in Madison. So another injury to already beaten up Trojans team. Here's 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. And another run inside and starts to go to the left side. That's going to be a very good gain to the far side. Furlong goes down right inside the 10-yard line. Just inside, maybe at the 9.
Mayville State 9-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd down here after Zach Brooks just goes down. Bring in Josem Antonio. He's in the backfield. 2 receivers bunched up left side. Here's another run for Furlong and makes a big play to level the defender.
Number 11 for Dakota State. Helmets came
Looks
off.
like
Must leave for one play.
Think might be a timeout taken here.
Dakota State.
I think Furlong's helmet must have came off, so you obviously got to get off on that play. But a timeout is called. 3:04 left to go. 2 timeouts each now remaining for each team. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll come back here on Jammin' Country FM 103.
Dakota State's timeout allows number 11 to participate in the next play. Right here for you on the phone.
And back here on Jammin' Country FM 103. Joe Stauffenberg here with you in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. It'll be a 3rd and 3 for Josem Antonio. In the backfield, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. He'll take it himself, right side, and he'll get stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be 3rd down, and that's going to be 4th. And that will be a loss of 2. Bring out Caleb Nielsen.
Excuse me, Furlong with the snap there. The loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and
so that's
5 for the Trojans.
Going to bring up 4th and 5 now for DSU. Here's Caleb Nielsen to tie the game up. Almost the exact situation that Mayville State was in. Good snap, good hold, and there goes the kick, and it is no good. And a Trojan down once again on the play. It's going to be wide right. Another Trojan now on the field.
Dakota State plays its home volleyball match.
Derek Simonsma, Noah Schwab, and Gavin Holland injured last week.
12 p.m. next Saturday, October 2nd. Dakota State also
And already 2 big injuries, one from Brooks, who is sitting on the medical tent, and another medical table, and another player down for DSU. A ton of injuries through these 4 games, and it was a missed kick from Caleb Nielsen. So the score remains 3-0, 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the second quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 eventually at the 10-yard line for Mayville. But a Trojan still down. I believe it was possibly an arm or a shoulder. And getting up, walking off on his own power.
Mayville State takes over 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Maybe that might be Max Sonny. So Brooks getting attended to now. Sony is getting attended to as well on the sideline. It is 1st and 10 from the 20. So back on the field is Tim Salmon. It's going to be a rush, a handoff inside, and still going. Gets up to the 24, about 25-yard line. Mason Ullman, we're seeing him again now. Didn't see much of him up to that point in the second quarter, and a timeout is called.
The Dakota State University Trojans.
So the Trojans
continues its action on Friday as they
will have another big stop coming up in the next few plays. Timeout is taken. We'll take one as well. 30-second timeout. We'll be back here in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Jammin' Country, FM 103, back in 30 seconds. Second and 6 for the Comets coming up here on Jammin' Country FM 103. Joe Staudenberg here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. 2:14 left to go after a timeout was taken. 3-0 the score. Here is Salmon. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. A tight end on the end of the line, and the ball thrown into the dirt, incomplete. Intended for Davison. He's only got 1 reception. Stretch at 5 receptions for 43 yards. Tried to get him for just a couple this time around. And incomplete. A 3rd and 6 now. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left. It's ball at the 24-yard line. You'll hear the Comets now. 2 receivers right side, 1 to the left. Running back in the backfield, it's Ullman. And a low snap picked up from the ground is Salmon. And he gets it to his receiver, caught, and that's going to be good enough for a GSN Insurance first down out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A catch made from Davis, and that's his 6th.
First and 10 from their 34-yard line.
Actually going to say he stepped out around the 34, so it'll be a 1st and 10, however, still 6 receptions for 53 yards. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left here for Salmon. He'll drop back to pass. Offensive line collapses, and now scrambling to the right side. He'll get near the line of scrimmage. He'll take it himself and run out of bounds before heading to the first down marker. Got him out at the 40. So a gain of 6. Actually, call it 7 after getting to about the 40.5-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down. Salmon in the backfield. It'll be Ducart with him. Here goes Salmon. Goes towards the right side and throws to absolutely nobody. On the far side, he tried to get rid of it while he got hit. Incomplete.
Quarterback was out of the pocket.
It'll be 3rd down.
Across the line of scrimmage. There is no intentional grounding.
And are they going to say that wasn't intentional grounding? Where was the receiver? So no intentional grounding on that one. Threw it to the right side. It was probably about a 20-yard heave to get out of taking a sack. The protection immediately broke down. It's 3rd down and 3 now. Need a big stance here for the defense. Ducart goes to the right of Salmon. It's going to be a pass as Ducart able to catch it, gets the first down and a little bit more, reaches right near the 50, and it's complete, good enough for a GSN Insurance first down.
That'll be enough yardage for another Mayville State first down.
So needed 3, got about 9 on the play, and it'll be first down right at the 50. Salmon good to get the ball out quickly. Does it there to his running back who got in the good position for it. Ducart is again in the backfield. Shotgun, they'll put him to the left. And here's another pass from Salmon. Pocket collapses, tried to run through the line of scrimmage and stopped by the defense. A sack on the play. Wallenstein and Vandenbosch on the tackle and the sack. That's got a little fire for the defense. Loss of 2. Salmon has Ducart out there with him. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ducart now to the left of Salmon. It's going to be dropping back to pass and caught Davison, and that's going to be his 7th reception after it looked like the ball was going to sail over his head. Davison waits for the right opportunity, jumps up, makes the catch, and that's going to be a GSN Insurance first down. 26 seconds left to go. Clock is still rolling. Salmon calls for it. 3 receivers out right. He's going to roll out to pass. Now he's going to roll left side, tuck it and run, and get out right before the 30-yard line. It was a first down and 10 from the 40. Gets out with 14 seconds left in the half. And timeout is taken. So they want to think this one over the last 14 seconds after the first down wasn't picked up. It'll be second and a little short. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And right here on Jammin' Country, FM 103, we'll be back with the remainder of the first half here on Jammin' Country. You're listening to Jammin' Country 103.1 KJ AM FM Madison with a 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line. Here's Mayville State. It is Salmon dancing in the pocket, now rolls right. Missed the sack there. The ball thrown up. Go and get it. Who made the catch? It's a touchdown. Mayville State.
Tim Salmon with the 33-yard touchdown pass for the Comets.
33 yards to the house. It's a passing touchdown with 2 seconds left on the clock right at the end of the half. A throw it up and go get it. For the touchdown, Malik Flowers. Good for his first reception. And that's it. That extends the lead 9-0.
33-yard touchdown pass for the Comets.
Flowers with the touchdown reception, the first of the day. And the score extends the lead 9-0. 2 seconds left in the half. And the defense lets up 6. You look at next half for the Trojans. They'll receive the ball. So luckily they still have a chance to get it. And looks like here we're going to have a little trickery here. 2 seconds left. There's only one in the backfield technically. They're going to try a couple of passes. The whole offensive line was to the right side. But it was incomplete, 9-0 the score. We're going to keep things here, and I'll try to explain that as best as I can. So there was only the center and the quarterback right in the middle of the field. They had a receiver all the way to the right side along with the rest of the offensive line. They tried a backwards pass, and then they tried to get a forward pass after that, but went incomplete after the defense sniffed it out. They had a couple of receivers all the way on the left side too, so that was an interesting play to try to get that 2-point conversion. But the score 9-0 still, and it's like DSU about to receive this kickoff right at the end of the first half. 9-0 the score with 2 seconds left. Unless the ball goes into the end zone, more than likely this kick return will be it for the half. Stewart and Guzzi back to receive the kick. And the ball will bounce and will be touched right at the 25-yard line, brought up to the 30, and now being driven backwards. Whistles blow, and that's going to do it for the end of the first half, and the momentum is swung to Mayville at the end of the half. 9-0 the score here at Trojan Field. So a couple of good drives for the Trojans. They had a chance to tack on 3 points, but Caleb Nielsen unable to put it through the uprights. A couple of great drives led for Mayville State as well. But they have 2 touchdowns, or 1 touchdown, and the 3 points put up. The touchdown, the 33-yard score from Salmon to Flowers. 1 for Flowers, 1 for Ullman, 1 for Ducart. 7 receptions for Javion Davison. 7 receptions, 66 yards. Only 4 completions by the quarterbacks. 1 to Furlong, 1 to McDermott, Michael Hybertson, and Keel. Zach Brooks left the game 44 yards through the air. And we'll talk about that injury coming up in the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. We'll get to that in about 3 minutes as we'll take a break now. And when we come back, we'll also talk about a team that DSU is honoring on the field during halftime. So we'll talk about that coming up as well. So we'll take a 3-minute break. We'll come back with more for the Wilbur Ellis halftime show here at DSU. And at Trojan Field, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stick around here on Jammin' Country 103. We're back here at Trojan Field, and welcome to the Wilbur Ellis halftime show, brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. We are here at halftime, 9-0 the score. The Trojans down to Mayville State. And the Comets down, up. Not huge mark, but still a mark that the Trojans want to fix when getting out of halftime. So a couple of adjustments maybe have to be made after a quarterback change because of injury. We'll talk about that more in just a couple of minutes. First, I want to talk about what's going on here in the field. Just a couple of minutes ago, it's the 50th anniversary of the Boot Hill Bowl champion DSU football team, as they made history on December 4th, 1971, as they were the first college football team from South Dakota to ever win a postseason bowl game. That night was described as a snowy, chilly South Dakota type of evening with an ice-covered football field. They were the first athletic team to be inducted into the Dakota State University Athletic Hall of Fame in 2001. Trailing 20-3 at halftime, the Trojans roared back by scoring 20 points in the second half to secure the 23-20 victory, highlighted by the big play. Coach Lee Moran was named NAIA Football Coach of the Year for Dakota State, who finished with a record of 9-2 that season. The Trojans were ranked as high as number 7 in the national rankings. So we'll take a look at this game, and obviously some things to clean up for the Trojans. The turnovers, there hasn't been many. Only one to be exact. It was an interception from Mayville State. And actually, they were the ones that caused the turnover. It was a heave to the end zone. Zach Brooks left it up for the receiver. And coming down with it, with the interception, was Denzel Navy. And he comes down with it. 3 tackles in that first half. No sacks for the Mayville State Comets. 2 for Dakota State. The defenses, they've been getting to the quarterbacks, but each quarterback doing a great job of rolling out. However, the defensive line collapsing, getting a couple of sacks. Marcus Vandenbosch and Brandon Wallenstein combined for 1. Cody Brown with 1 himself, and a couple of tackles for losses. Take a look at the offense with Tim Solomon. Only 4 incompletions, 10 of 14 for 129 yards, and that 1 touchdown with 2 seconds left on the clock. It was complete, and the score to Malik Flowers for his first reception of the game. And then it was Mason Allman having 1, Cole Ducart with 1, and Javion Davison with 7 receptions for a total of 66 yards. On the ground, it's been a whole bunch of rushers. Javion Davison, who has 1 rush. Mason Allman has 4. Ducart with 1. Flowers with 1. Salmon has 6. And Jason Nelson has 3. So there's been a lot of different rushers. Also having a couple of different rushers are the Dakota State Trojans. Brenner Furlong, Antonio, Cooper, McDermott, Anderson, Johnson, and Brooks, all with rushes. And I have a bad feeling that we won't see any more rushes. We won't see any more passes. We won't see any more downs played for Zach Brooks this game. It looked to be a serious injury on the field after a rush on them trying to move up the field, getting set for a Caleb Nielsen kick. Brooks went in the pile and basically immediately went down. So we'll have to see if he's able to come back, but he did not return. Couldn't basically return because the whole entire rest of that half was just all Mayville State. So it looks like Gisem Antonio will be the one handling the quarterback duties. And we'll talk about coming up the schedule a little bit later on in the halftime show. We'll talk about the schedule coming up for Dakota State, and it's probably the worst state. Obviously, you don't want injuries at all, but coming up, a couple of tough games against the Dakota State Trojans. You don't need any more injuries that you already have. Receiving core, Brenner Furlong, Deshaun Keel, Cooper McDermott, and Michael Hybertson all have one reception, and none of them have really gone long. Longest was the 17-yarder. That's the longest play of the day for the Trojans. Caleb Nielsen, only one field goal attempt, missed it. Punting-wise, he had a punt of 65 yards and one that was inside the 20, and it's really been a quick half. We quickly got to that first half, and here in halftime, only one kickoff for the Trojans, 2 for Mayville State, and the Trojans will have one to begin the second half. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll take another quick break, about a 3-minute break, and we'll come back with more here on the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show. We'll look at the remaining schedule for the Trojans and what they have left and possibly what adjustments they could make. That's all coming up right here on Jammin' Country FM 103. Stick around, and we'll be right back to the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show. And we're back here on Jammin' Country FM 103. Joe Stauffenberg here with you. The Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show. Wilbur Ellis specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, Decob and Asgrow seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today at 489-2171. And we are here and almost set for the second half kickoff here on Jammin' Country FM 103. The score 9-0. Dakota State, you obviously don't like that lead, but still, it is only 9-0 after the quick first half. The Trojans will start the second half off with a kickoff. We take a look at the upcoming schedule for Dakota State. After this game, the homecoming game, it is against Waldorf, and that'll be in Forest City, Iowa. And then after that, it will be Dickinson State on October 9th. So 2 away games after a 3-game homestand. It will be Valley City State or after the road game, it will be Valley City State at 4 p.m. on the 16th. And then the 23rd of October, we'll have Iowa Wesleyan come to Madison. And then the last two games of the season, November 6th, Valley City State. That is away. And then at Aberdeen, a 1 p.m. start against Presentation College to end the year. So you're going to have to play Valley City twice, Valley City State twice, along with Dickinson back-to-back. But you want to get a win here today. You're going to need a little bit of a comeback. You're going to need some help to get back there. We'll have to see for the rest of the afternoon if DSU can jump right into the lead. You're going to have to fight that tough Mayville State Comets defense. And I think that's going to be the adjustment that has to be made on offense and just get Sam Antonio in this game. A couple of quick and easy passes. I think the quick strikes might get him settled, might get him, into a little bit of a rhythm if he comes out in the second half. If Brooks comes out, obviously you want to be a little bit more careful with him instead of having him rush a little bit more. But if Brooks is out and he can, get a couple of passes through, get them back into the game, great. If it's just Sam Antonio trying to get back into this one, I think the best thing to do is just get him comfortable on the field, start to throw these little, doink passes. Don't try to go deep. But I think just getting him more comfortable with his receivers and getting him into the game plan, I think it's a perfect opportunity for this halftime for the Trojans to eventually get settled down and then come out knowing that you're going to have a chance to, take that lead or just even get on the scoreboard in the second half. But to have this halftime right at this point with all the injuries, it's time to regroup, time to refocus, and come back with possibly points. They'll receive the second half kickoff. We'll be back in another 3 minutes. We'll have that second half opening kickoff right here on Jammin' Country FM 103. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
kick out of bounds.
And we're back here on Gem and Country FM 103. And a kick out of bounds to start the second half as we closed out the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Once again, you can contact them today at 489-2171 Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. The score 9-0. That will give DSU the start at the 35-yard line. It will be 1st and 10. And it looks like Brooks is out there to start. It's a quarterback keeper, near side to the 50, to the 40, inside now to the 35, now back outside to the 30, the 20, the 10, tripped up. And a huge run, Zach Brooks, welcome back. A huge run to start the second half that gets the DSU fans up out of their seats. And it'll be a GSN Insurance first down, gets into the Case IH red zone. Zach Brooks, after an injury in the first half, comes out and starts the half like that. To their own 35, to the Mayville State. And it's going to be a double reverse to the end zone, touchdown! Flip once, flip twice. They're going to throw it deep into the end zone. It'll be a touchdown. Travis Rebstock with the score. 6 points. And it only took 44 seconds for the Trojans to score. Got it into the end zone, flip once, flip twice, and a toss for the end zone.
Unsportsmanlike on the offense, number 48. His first unsportsmanlike of the game.
So it'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the game, but oh man, 6 points. Yes, sir. 9-6 the score with Caleb Nielsen ready for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. Through the uprights, it's 9-7 now. DSU right back into this one. 44 seconds for the score. And the Trojans are ready on defense now. 9-7, we'll take a 30-second timeout. And we'll be back with the kickoff here on Gem and Country 103.
That 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike will be assessed on the kickoff.
Back here at Trojan Field. Here on Gem and Country FM 103, DSU back into this one after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty here on the kickoff. Here is Caleb Nielsen. Set now to kick this one off at the 20-yard line. I'm sure Nielsen can really boot this one. And he will. It gets received right at the 20. And bringing out is Davison. He'll go to the far side, cutting the corner to the 40. Gets around to the 45 and out of bounds. Right at the 44, they're going to say. Right at the 44-45. So it's 1st and 10 from there. So it was a fake pitch to the left side for the touchdown. Fake the pitch. It was Cole Ciliuson who received the pitch from Brooks. And then Ciliuson ran to the right side. It was a catch from Travis Rebstock. And in for the score, his first touchdown of the year on his first reception. It's a 1st and 10 from the 44. And it's a 2-yard gain from the run. So 2nd and 9 now for the Comets of Mayville State.
2nd and 8 for the Comets.
From the 46, here is the quarterback, Salmon, as the offense trying to answer the Trojans back. The defense needs to make a stance. 2 receivers each side, and it's going to be handoff inside yet again. Here goes Ullman, and you'll see another decent gain here on 2nd. Moody Benelshake on the tackle, and a Comet is down.
For an injury.
Injury timeout, I believe that is Ullman.
This past Thursday was DSU's annual Giving Day. They raised over $240,000.
Does have a left leg up. Not too sure if that'll be injury or just the way he's laying. But when we get back, it'll be a 3rd and 4. Looks like he'll get helped up. And so Ullman is going to get up, walk off on his own power. Appears to be okay, maybe just the wind knocked out of him, but we'll have to see if he'll get back on the field. I don't think it should be a problem for Mayville just because of the amount of rushers from the game, including the quarterback, 6 different rushers. It's the same amount for DSU. So it'll be Salmon with a 3rd and 4 coming up at the 50-yard line. He's the only one in the backfield. 3 receivers out right, 1 to the left. And they'll stack that offensive line. Drop back the pass. Here's Salmon. He looked inside. Now he's going to roll out to his right. Flag on the play. They're going to get to the quarterback, and they'll toss it out of bounds. And the pass is incomplete on the near side. There was a flag, and it might be for holding. Usually that's what the calls are.
On the offense, number 51.
And it will be a holding on the offense.
Bring up 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down now, holding on Demetrius Winters, the freshman offensive lineman from Cartersville, Georgia. So he gets flagged for the hold on the line, and at the 50 now will be a punt. Noah Guzzi back deep to receive for DSU. Getting it, and the kick, it's a decent one, but fielded by Guzzi. Now it's a fumble. Did Mayville State recover this one? Yes, they did. Wow. Noah Guzzi, one of the captains on DSU, and one of the harder hitting defenders, one of the better defenders of that secondary. Caught it, dropped it, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Comets at the 19-yard line. So just when you
Dakota
think
State, their first time out of the half.
DSU would get the ball, it goes back to Mayville State, and they're going to have it inside the 20-yard line. It's going to be a timeout taken by DSU. 9-7 the score, 12:49 left remaining in the 3rd quarter. Stick around here. We'll have more after the break. 30 seconds here on Jammin' Country FM 103. And so it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of DSU. It's for the Comets of Mayville State. 2 receivers out to the right side. Running back to the right now of Solomon. It's 1st and 10. It's a run inside. And going right towards the pile, another run for Nelson. You saw a lot of them in the first half. Didn't get many yards. 3-on-3 rushes.
Also number 45, Moody Benelshake.
Benelshake on the tackle. So it's a gain of 2, and it's a 2nd and 8. Nelson will stay out there. He'll be the featured back with 2 receivers each side. Solomon has spent all game in the shotgun, and he'll stay there for this one. 2nd and 8 from the 16. Already in field goal range. It's going to be a play-action pass. They're going to eventually get it to Nelson anyway. And there it is. That's a fantastic play. Noah Guzzi tracking down the reception right there. And the referees will blow the whistle with an injury timeout. Another player being taken off the field due to an injury. It is freshman Blake Duran, who's got an interception and a couple of pass breakups this year. Had the game-winning interception against DWU in the season opener. So he gets off the field and gets looked at. So it'll be a 3rd and 8 ball at the 16-yard line. 11:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Solomon with 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. The featured back, Nelson. He's going to stay in, and now he'll go out to, and a big pass breakup there from the secondary. Pass broken up by Jason Sakamoto. They tried to go 8 or 9 out, and Sakamoto gets a hand in there to break it up. No completion there. And looks like they'll try for a field goal. I'll try to settle for one. So another field goal attempt here after scoring a touchdown. The only other points were put up were 3. It is Xander Coleman trying for a kick, and well, eventually they got to there to block it, but a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be a false start. Linebackers were calling for it even before the kick happened.
5-yard penalty, repeat 4th down.
So it'll be a false start and bring it back. Xander Coleman once again. Whatever they did on that play, they're going to have to do again because they got in the middle of it. The defense getting hyped up here on homecoming, looking for a win against Mayville State, but trying to shake the kicker Coleman. This one now a longer field goal. Here's the kick, and it looked like maybe got tipped, and it will be no good. No good, but a flag on the play. They're going to separate the teams. Referees are going to get together on this one. No matter what, the kick was no good. And somebody maybe got either a tip on it, either that or it was just the line drive, and Coleman couldn't get an actual foot on it. The score is 9-7. We have 11 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
After the play was over, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Number 93 is disqualified for the remainder of the game.
So somebody was tossed out.
The 21-yard line, 15 yards, 1st down.
And I think, I couldn't see, I know it was an unsportsmanlike conduct, and a player was tossed. there wasn't any indication on what team is actually going to be on the Trojans. As I just looked to my left, and saw Devontae Murphy being tossed, so he's going back to the locker room. So yes, the kick was no good as the Boo Birds come along. So Murphy's gone for an unsportsmanlike conduct. And that will push the Trojans back from the 11, 10-yard line, right around there. It'll be 1st and 10. So Murphy's gone. It'll be a 1st and 10. Going long on the first play, and the ball's picked off. Second interception of the day, and have a chance to return it here. Going to the near side and stopped. Taken down on the play as the interception made. Denzel Navy. That's his second interception of the game. One around middle of the field. Toss up by Zach Brooks. A little bit far from his intended receiver. The first one was in the end zone, but that one picked off in the middle of the field, and it's Comet's ball once again. It's 1st and 10 here, Salmon. As a flag will come around, it looked like might be a false start, but it appeared
Start on the offense, number 15.
that Ducart wanted to try to give it to Richardson off of a reverse. Once again, kind of like how DSU did it, but play got stopped even before it had a chance to unravel. It was a 1st and 10 from the 29. Now it's a 1st and 15 from the 34 after the false start penalty. Receiver to each side. Here's Salmon with Ducart in the backfield. I'll stack the line. It's a handoff to Ducart. He'll run right up the middle, still going, charging ahead. Got through the first round of the tacklers. And they'll get the first down marker. It's GSN Insurance first down. 9-7 the score. We're only 4 minutes into this third quarter, and what feels like it's been about 20. Here is Salmon with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Ducart behind him. Now to the left. In the shotgun. Here's another handoff. It goes right side this time, and he's swallowed up behind the play. A gang of Trojan tacklers to stop the running back. Brown on the tackle with Fritzler as well on the stop. So after the first down run from the 19, they push it back to the 22. It'll be a 2nd and 13. 9-7 the score, Mayville State. Looking to try to get it into the end zone. I don't know. We'll see on this play. It's a 2nd and 13. They'll get it in the middle of the field and just out of the reach of the intended receiver. It was Reese Smith, incomplete. And that will push 3rd down to 13 yards still on the 22-yard line. The sideline for DSU trying to get everybody fired up. The defense out there throwing up their hands. They want more noise. Tim Salmon with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ducart in the backfield. from the 22. 9:35 left to go in the third quarter. Here's a big third down. Salmon, he'll get it, look long, and incomplete. Had two receivers out there and hit none of them. Reese Smith, they're going to say the intended receiver on the play, and believe here comes the field goal unit.
Caden Johnson on to attempt a 39-yard field goal.
So Caden Johnson will come out to try to attempt the field goal. First time it was Xander Coleman. Now here comes Caden Johnson. Listed on the roster as defensive back, the freshman, 5'10". Good snap, good hold, and the kick is going to be no good, wide left. So the Trojans once again will have an opportunity after a missed field goal. And DSU takes over. So Trojans marching out now after that field goal miss. Trojans will look to march down the field. Last time that the missed field goal happened, the first pass from Brooks was intercepted. For his second one, both interceptions now coming from Danzel Navy. So here's Brooks in the shotgun. The running back towards his behind, and a run there, only for about maybe a yard, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It was Anderson. Stopped for no gain on the 23. 9-7 the score, with Brooks having Anderson in the backfield yet again. They'll stack the offensive line, only two receivers out to the right side. They'll put the tight ends in motion. Go to the left side. Here's Anderson. They'll get up to right around the 25 and stopped from forward progress. So Anderson is blown up, and it's 3rd and 8.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
At the 25, need 8 for the first down. 8.5 left to go in the third. Plenty of time left for each team to make some drives down the field. They'll put Austin Lake in motion to the right side. Now 3 receivers to that side, 1 to the left. Here's Brooks, and he's going to take a sack on 3rd down. Brooks goes down. It's a loss of a few. Mullenberg on the tackle. The sack taken by Brooks. And the freshman D lineman gets the sack on Brooks. It's now 4th down and 15. Didn't really have much in the secondary, as the Comets will have 2 back to receive the punt. It will be towards the right side, and not a very good one from Nielsen. Nielsen's been very reliable in the punt game, but it stays on the Trojan side of the field. And they'll take over. It goes from about the 20-yard line to right around the 40. It's only a net of about 20 on that one. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 40, from the Trojan 40-yard line. Salmon has faced a lot of pressure from that Trojans defense and has gotten out of most situations. They'll have a receiver to each side and a running back with them. It's Ducart, and he'll find some space in between the tackles. Ducart gets up to right around the 34. It's a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 now on the 34-yard line.
Jay Skogerball.
Skogerball on the tackle. (9-7) the score. Mayville State with the lead. Ducart stays out there as the featured back. The receiver to each side will go to the right of Salmon now. He'll take it again. Another run play to the left side, spinning away from some tackles. He'll get the first down and some more yards. Move the chains, says the referee, and that will be a GSN Insurance first down.
First and 10, Mayville State. The Trojan 22-yard line.
So now from the 28-yard line, make it 23-yard line. It's a first down and 10. Receivers out each side. Here comes the blitz, but it is a run play for Ducart. Stopped right around the line of scrimmage, maybe about a gain of a half a yard. We're going to say it's a 1. And second and 9, ball at the 22. So there's been a lot of runs the last couple of plays that's been working on this defense that looks very tired right now. If you're the offense, when you get back on the field, I feel like you need a long drive. You're going to need a 10, 11, 12 play drive. It's a play action pass, and it's out wide. It's blown up at the 25. It's a loss of a few. The pass complete to Davison again. He's got 8 receptions, but now that's going backwards in yardage. So it'll be at the 25-yard line of the Trojans. It'll be third down. Ducart in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right for the Comets. Here's Salmon. 12 of 20 on the game. 126 yards and a score. He'll roll out immediately to the left. He'll look left side. Throw it to the end zone and over the head of his intended receiver. He needs to make a one-handed catch to actually get that one. But Flowers, who we found for a 33-yard touchdown in the first half with 2 seconds remaining in the first half, tried to find him there, overshot him, and it looks like they're going to go for this on 4th and 12. Missed 2 field goals in a row, and here is a 4th down try for a first down. You need this one. This is the first time going for it on 4th. They're 4 of 11 on 3rd down. Let's try here on 4th, they say. 4:36 left to go. Here's Salmon. He drops back with 2 receivers to each side. Salmon, he's going to complete the pass, but it's going to be way short. They got back, I think, to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard forward that. It doesn't matter. The pass was complete. It will be way short, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, DSU. Right now, a shutout for the defense. The offense for, or I should say, in the second half, they allowed 9 points in the first half. The defense hasn't given up a point since. We're 4 minutes and 30 seconds before the end of the third quarter. Here is Zach Brooks with a running back to his right, 2 receivers right side, 1 to the left. And here is Anderson bouncing off a couple of tackles, going forward, and for a couple of yards, it's Brenner Furlong. And a couple of flags fly after the play. Furlong showing how strong he is and showing all that lifting that he did in the offseason. They're saying, the Comets are saying it's against DSU. Head coach Anderson, I don't think he liked what the referee said to him.
Officials timeout for an injury.
They're saying it's an injury timeout here. But the referee will go over to talk to head coach Josh Anderson. It was, I believe, Michael Hybertson who was on the ground.
Fans, want to be a member of the Trojan Athletic Club? Find out more information on the DSU Athletics homepage at www.dsuathletics.com.
There's also Jalen Hilton on the ground, the senior defensive back from Augusta, Georgia. But a couple of talks with Josh Anderson. I believe the penalty again will be on DSU. I know Furlong had to have been saying something to the defensive backs after the play, but it's football. You always talk. And I think that's one of the things that is happening in the NFL. There was a lot of people unhappy online about the new taunting rules, and they want to get rid of the taunting.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, number 67 on the offense. That penalty will be administered at the end of the run. It'll be a first down.
So it will be
Back State.
a first down, but it was a late hit by number 67, Zach Rohrback.
So the penalty gives the DSU Trojans another.
So even though you're going backwards, it's a new set of downs, which I guess you can be, happy with maybe, but you can't be happy that you're going backwards. So you get a new set of downs. It's first down and 10 from the 17. And in the Gem and Country 103.1 KJAM FM Madison with a first down here on the 14-yard line. Here is Lake in motion going to the far side of the field. 3 receivers out wide, and it's a throw from Brooks and incomplete. However, the defender is rushing after that one as Brooks's throw was blocked. Did drop to the ground. So it's 2nd and 10 now for the Trojans. Ball on the 14-yard line. 9-7 the score. DSU down. 2 receivers each side. Brooks will send Furlong out. He'll find an open man in the middle of the field, caught, and that's going to be a first down. A catch there made from Deshaun Keel. Finds him in the middle of the field. Now we're moving the ball. It's a GSN Insurance first down. Move those chains.
First and 10, Trojans at the 31-yard line.
3:50 left to go in the third quarter. DSU started the quarter off hot with a huge touchdown run from Brooks. Then they found the end zone off some trickery. And it will be a quarterback keeper inside. Brooks still charging along. Gets up to the 40 off that left side of the offensive line. It'll be a gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Actually, give him 1 more yard. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 40-yard line. Here's Brooks in the backfield. And it's a handoff. It's going to go right side and stopped behind the line of scrimmage about for a yard. Furlong the carry. Line judge had to turn around, say something to the DSU team, I guess. Want to give them a little bit more space. It'll be a 3rd and 2. 3 receivers to the left. It's a pitch left to Furlong. He's going to try the run forward and goes backwards even more. So another loss of 2. It's 4th and 4. And on comes the punt unit.
And Trent Carlson on the tackle.
So here's Caleb Nielsen.
Javion Davison back to receive the punt.
Javion Davison back to receive the punt. Now he's the lone man to receive the punt. Previously, we've seen two men back there. Here's Nielsen once again to boot it away. It's a basically catch and kneel down from Davison. So immediately catched and will be down to around the 31-yard line. It'll be 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter with Mayville State starting this drive in their own territory. Last few possessions, they've started their drive in Trojan territory and were unable to score the last couple go-arounds. So here's a 1st and 10 from their own 31. Salmon in the backfield, two receivers each side. It will be a handoff up the middle, find some space, still going along with the extra push from the offensive line. Good for about 6 or 7. Nelson on the carry. The 2nd and 3, so that's a very good first down play. And really on 2nd down here, you can do anything you want. Pass it, run it. You don't have many yards to go. You only need 3, and if you don't get it on 2nd, you can try for 3rd. Here's Salmon, the featured back is Nelson. 5 rushes for 13 yards and making a little bit more now, and a flag is thrown. Getting towards the end of the play, that I think I might have saw a face mask. That might be on DSU here, unless it's a hold that I didn't see.
Foul, face mask on the defense, number 92.
Yep.
15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Face mask, it's 15 yards at the end of the run, and that'll be a first down. So an extra 15 yards tacked on to that first down. It's a GSN Insurance first down. The penalty on Sebastian Bright, a junior defensive lineman from Los Angeles, California. 2 receivers each side. Here's Salmon, Nelson, the back. Instead, they're going to swing it out to the far side of the field. Caught, and the good gain was Malik Flowers. It was his 3rd reception. It's a gain of 5, make it 38 yards on 3 receptions. Time ticking down. We're at 16 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It looks like they're not in any hurry to snap the ball. So that's going to be it for the third quarter. The fourth quarter about to get underway. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the start of the fourth. No scores in that third. It's 9-7, DSU down. You're listening to Jammin' Country FM 103. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back here on Jammin' Country FM 103 with the start of the fourth quarter. It is DSU down 9-7 to Mayville State. DSU on defense. It's a 2nd and 5 here. They flipped the field, now still going. They're going around from right to left. Is the Mayville State Comets. Here's a 2nd and 5 run. It's up the middle and about 2 yards short, 3 yards short of the first down marker.
Number 2 on the play, 3rd and 3 for the Comets.
It will be a gain there
Tackled by number 3 for the Trojans.
for about 2, a 3rd and 3 from the Trojans 36. Defense needing one more stop here. The sideline getting fired up for this stance. 9-7 the score. Here's Salmon. Call for the ball, as it will be another run and stopped. Behind the line, loss of about 3. Vandenbosch on the tackle, and it'll bring up 4th. I'll give them some on forward progress there. It'll be 4th and 5 from their own 37. Or from the Trojans 37, I might add. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Far side is stacked, and the offense, so is the offensive line. Salmon, the only one in the backfield. Not much pressure. Salmon's going to roll out, some pressure there, and the ball is complete far side. And that will be a first down. Flowers, some big spots he's been put in. Had that first half touchdown to end the half. And another first down here. It's a GSN Insurance first down. We've yet to see a lot of play from the Case IH red zone for DSU, a couple of times for Mayville State. 2 minutes into this 4th quarter. It'll be a first down and 10 from the 29. And Salmon looks deep and tries to get a receiver in on the action there.
Tim Simmons' pass intended for number 11, Elijah Roundtree.
It was in there for Elijah Roundtree, off his fingertips and incomplete in the back of the end zone. It'll be 2nd and 10. It's the 29-yard line. It's in the 4th quarter. Each play is so crucial now, both on the offense and defense. It was a good strike to the end zone. Salmon not necessarily on the money with that one, but still a catchable ball. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 29. 2 receivers out left, 1 to the right. Salmon with a member of the backfield. It's Nelson, and the pass to Flowers, incomplete in the middle of the field. So it'll be 3rd down, another 3rd down stance here for DSU. If you're Mayville, you try for the field goal if you get past this, or if you don't get past this 3rd down. 4 of 12 for the Comets on 3rd down. And here's another one, another chance here. 2 receivers each side for Salmon. Here comes a little pressure, not much, as they get a hand on the quarterback. He somehow escapes, flips around, and the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Far side, the ball thrown right at the marker, the intended receiver. Roundtree again, and that'll bring up 4th. Sakamoto breaks it up as a fingertip on the quarterback. Salmon able to get out of the sack and still able to get it away. And it looks like they're going to go for this here. 4th and 10 from the 29. Instead of taking the 3 points, they're going to put Salmon in the backfield. The cornerback, he's the only one there. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's Salmon. Little bit of pressure. He's going to roll out left now. Still look to fire. To the end zone. Caught. And it's 4 touchdown.
Tim Simmons pass complete to number 19, Reese Smith.
Reese Smith with the touchdown, a 29-yard touchdown pass. That's 6 points that you didn't want to see.
Alexander Coleman on to attempt the extra point.
And Coleman on to put up the extra point. 15-7 the score. "29-yard touchdown pass. It is Salmon's second of the day. Here goes the kick. It is good snap, good hold, and it is good through the uprights, and we're back to a 9-point game. 16-7 the score. Will be back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. Dakota State still has some work to do on offense. You're listening to Dakota's Best, Jammin' Country FM 103. Anderson and Stewart back deep to receive the kickoff. After Mayville State had Salmon get a 29-yard touchdown pass for their first reception of Reese Smith's day. It is returned here from Anderson. He goes now to the far side, to the 45, to the 50, to the other 45, now the 40, and is down right around the 37-yard line. That's a heck of a return from the right side of the field, the near side, goes to the far side and brings it up to the 37-yard line. That's a great way to put the team in field position. Down 9 points. DSU's got some work to do, and they're put in some great field position. So Brooks, after getting injured in the first half, he's back here in the second, and it feels like forever since the offense has taken the field. This is the first time here in the fourth quarter that they're trying for some points. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Mayville State 37. Brooks in shotgun. And he's going to go deep first play. He'll throw it and off the hands and incomplete. Intended receiver, Cooper McDermott. He was getting turned around. He didn't know which way to turn around to make the catch. It was a great thrown ball by Brooks, but unable to connect with the receiver there. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 37. 12-14 left to go in the fourth. McDermott put in motion, stays on the right side. Brooks rolls out to the right. He's looking up, still looking to pass, and it's complete right at the 15-yard line, and Keel with another reception. Good for a GSN Insurance first down, and feels like been forever been saying this, getting into the Case IH Red Zone. For service and advice you can trust, stop into the Case IH Red Zone at Lake County International in Madison. So getting back into the Case IH Red Zone are the Trojans. 3 receivers out left, 1 to the right. Here's Brooks. Furlong with them. In the backfield, it will be a shotgun snap and taken by Brooks himself. He'll go up the middle, and he stopped just before the 10-yard line. It was a 1st and 10 from the 13.
Number 7, Zach Brooks on the keeper. Number 8, Zach Brooks on the keeper. Gain of 2.
And it will be 2nd and 8 now for the Trojans.
Tackle made on the play by number 2, Trent Carlson.
So let's see here. 2nd and 8. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Furlong in the backfield again. Here's Brooks. We're still seeing him from the shotgun. He's going to look to pass. A fade route to the end zone, and caught! Touchdown! Keel for the score. And that brings the Trojans closer. Keel's first touchdown of the year. It's 16-13. And DSU cuts the deficit with 11:06 left to go in the fourth. A great fade route to the end zone by Zach Brooks. And an even better catch by Deshaun Keel. 16-13. Here's Caleb Nielsen. It's off the right upright. And the extra point is no good. But it is a 3-point game as the field goal unit comes off the field. It's 16-13, 11:06 left to go in the fourth. Stick around here. After 30 seconds, we'll have the kickoff, and Mayville State will be receiving the ball. Stick around here on Jammin' Country FM 103. It is Davison back deep to receive the kick, along with Malik Flowers. 16-13, 11:06 left to go in the fourth. Zach Brooks and Deshaun Keel linking up, not only to get down the field, but also to put it in the end zone. Kick is back deep and right at the line for the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Caleb Nielsen sends it down, and the defensive unit comes on. They had some time to rest up, and it looks like they're ready for this drive from Mayville State. A reminder, 3 timeouts for the Comets, 2 for the Trojans. I know we still got 11 minutes left to go, but the next couple of minutes could get interesting with 3 timeouts the Comets have and 2 for the Trojans. So 2 receivers sent out right for the Comets. Here is Salmon after throwing his second touchdown of the day just a few minutes ago. Back out on the field. It's going to be a run play to Ducart, and he's going to be driven down right before the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. Actually, give it. Yeah, it will be a gain of 4. So right at the 29, about a 29 and a half, and it will be a 2nd and 6 for the Comets. So here's Mayville State. Once again, might see a run here. Ducart will stay out. 2 receivers set out right. Here's Salmon. He'll send him to his right side. It's actually going to be a pass, an immediate rollout to the right. Great pass blocked by Ducart, and he's going to throw it away. Ducart had some great pass blocking towards the right side. And it will be 3rd down now. 3rd and 6 still from that 29.5-yard line. You force the 4th down, and we might see a punt. It's a 3rd and 6. The crowd on their feet for homecoming. A huge crowd on hand here at Trojan Field. Not many spots to sit. 10:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's 3 receivers out right, 1 to the left. Ducart in the backfield. 1 on the play clock. Did they get it off? And flags fly. That might be an extra 5 tacked on. They're actually not tacked on, going backward. Did they call the timeout in time? Or did they call a timeout at all?
False start on the offense.
So it's actually going to be a false start, not even a delay game. It's going to be a false start still. It's 5 yards back. So now you make 3rd down even a little bit tougher. It's 3rd and 10 from the 25-yard line, right before the 25. So 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10, however you want to look at it. It's 3rd down. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Ducart now to the left of the quarterback, Salmon. He'll get the shotgun snap. He'll look immediate right. And he's got an open room left side. He's going to meet the linebacker, and he's going to get there. It's Jason Sakamoto. Had a nice angle at the quarterback, had nobody on the left side. Decides to take it himself. And Salmon gets a GSN Insurance first down on the run. A gain of about 14 on the play. And we just hit under 10 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's a new set of downs here for Mayville State. A receiver out to each side. Ducart now to the left of Salmon. They'll stack the offensive line, and here goes a run inside. Ducart's still going, and it's a gain of about 2 or 3. Ducart, a good carry. He's been getting the load this second half. Also has a reception.
Second and 6 coming from the 43-yard line.
Second and 6, a gain of about 4 for Ducart. Receiver each side yet again. Offensive line, an extra member on the ends. A blitz coming here from DSU. They're going to throw deep, and here's the play. It is incomplete. A great play broken up there for Jason Sakamoto. The intended receiver, Javion Davison. And a lot of people, I think, would argue that that was pass interference. But Jason Sakamoto put his hands up at the right time to block it. The cornerback has an opportunity just as well as the receiver there. But Sakamoto able to get in front of that one. It's now 3rd and 6 from the 43-yard line. Ducart the back. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rolling out to the right side is Salmon. He's going to throw, and the pass is complete. Far side, Malik Flowers yet again with a catch. His 5th catch, and that's going to be a GSN Insurance first down. Another 3rd down completion for this Mayville State, and you got to credit them. You can say what you want. The defense keeps giving it up. No, they've been calling some great plays. Salmon works great under pressure. It's a 1st and 10. Ball at the 44-yard line. And the pass is short and incomplete to the intended receiver. Roundtree on the reception, incomplete. Is incomplete, no reception for him. 8:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 2nd and 10 from the 44. 16-13 the score. In this North Star Athletic Association game, both teams don't want a loss. Mayville State looking for their first win of the year. Here's a 2nd and 10, a little screen dump-off pass, and gotten to right around the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play, and it's another 3rd down coming up.
That brings up
3rd down and 6. Here's the third down of the drive. Some of the fans getting on their feet for this one. The defense yet again looking for another stop. You need it here. This might be punt scenario if you don't get it. Or they're going to go for it again. There's a lot that Mayville State can do. It'll be 3rd and 7. 2 seconds left on the play clock, and Mayville State, I believe, calling a timeout here.
Timeout. Mayville State, their first timeout.
Mayville State calls a timeout, and they want to think this one over for a 3rd down. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. A 3rd and 7 looming for the Mayville State offense. The defense of DSU trying to stop them. We'll be back here on Jammin' Country, FM 103. It will be a 3rd and 7 from the 40-yard line. Student section here at Trojan Field getting pumped up for this next play. 2 receivers each side. Here's Solomon. Ducart, the one in the backfield. 15 on the play clock. They'll get it away. Here's Solomon, and it's intercepted. DSU has it in the near side and brought back to right around the 50-yard line. Pass is picked off. It is Jay Skogerbo. The interception. A flag is on the play. It happened after the interception, but a well-needed defensive stance. The play occurred. Jay Skogerbo with the pick. Skogerbo putting on that lunch pail chain that they have. Learned about that. The KJM Coaches Show on Wednesday. They always talk about bringing the lunch pail to work and getting ready for the game and having ready to play.
On Mayville State,
and it will be a foul on Mayville State. So that's going to, the return, it looks like, right around the 50-yard line, will be brought to the 34. And that will be a first down for DSU in Mayville State territory. A pick by Skogerbo. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And here's Brooks, a tight end on the right side of the line. It's Furlong in there. Low snap, but gotten by Furlong. He reaches about the 29-yard line, and that's a great gain on first down.
2nd and 5 Trojans from the Comet 29.
A 5-yard gain on that first down play. It's 2nd and 5. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers out wide. It's a handoff to the right side. Furlong puts his shoulder down and wants to put it into somebody after trying to tackle him. Furlong stays up, and that's going to move the chains. Yes, sir. It's a GSN Insurance first down. You can call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at GSN Insurance of Madison. 3 receivers to the left yet again. Here's another run. Here's Furlong. The offensive line pushing the pile. And another solid gain, not as good as the last first down play. It'll be 3, 2nd and 7. Getting at the 21-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. A tight end on the right of the offensive line. It is Furlong yet again with Brooks. It'll be another run play, a give for Furlong. Tries to bounce it outside. And a gain of another couple of yards on 2nd down.
Picks up 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Trojans.
So another 3 yards. It's 3rd and 3. Ball at the 18-yard line. They're inside the Case IH red zone. Want equipment that's both power and efficient. It's only available in red at your Case IH dealer, Lake County International. 5.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. A receiver, 1 lone receiver out to the right. It will be a fake. There goes Brooks to the end zone, touchdown! After the fake pitch to the right side, the throw goes to the end zone. It's Michael Hybertson, and the Trojans take the lead. 19-16, pending the extra point with 5:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. A comeback here on homecoming. Nobody was covering them. Everybody went where Furlong was going. It's a 3-point lead. And the kick by Nielsen is up and good. Make it 4 points And a touchdown is needed by Mayville State to take the lead. But right now, DSU with the 20-16 lead, 5:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Jammin' Country FM 103. And we're back here on Jammin' Country FM 103, the kickoff for Caleb Nielsen, and will be into the end zone for a touchback. Well, if you just missed it and you're just joining us, the Dakota State Trojans have just taken the lead 20-16. As you can hear it, the fans getting into this one start stomping on the bleachers, ready for another defensive stance by the Trojans. It was a score for DSU off the fake pitch to Brenner Furlong, and then an 18-yard pass from Zach Brooks. Caleb Nielsen's kick was good. It's 20-16. And here is Mayville State. It's Tim Salmon. And it will be a handoff up the middle, and some commotion at the end of the play. Looked like maybe the ball might have came out, but I believe it was still, no matter what, was good for the Comets of Mayville State. It's a gain of 6. We're under 5 minutes left to go here at Trojan Field, 2nd and 4. Ball on the 31 now. Here's Salmon with 2 receivers right side, 1 to the left. Here is the running back, Nelson, with him. To run the Nelson right side, stopped right before the line of scrimmage. And that's a good 2nd down play there from the defense. They were ready for that run play. Cody Benelshake on the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 4 from the 31. The sideline wants everybody fired up and pumped up for this next play. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. The lone back is the quarterback in Salmon. He's in shotgun. He'll drop back to pass. He'll look left side. Protection still good. Now being chased to the right side, and he'll throw it out of bounds, and that will bring up 4th. So the defensive line pressure gets there as Salmon rolled out right. A 4th and 4 now for Mayville. And they're going to go for it. Salmon with 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Not necessarily the game, but would be the best thing for DSU here to get the ball right back. It's the snap from the shotgun. Pressure coming in the pocket. He's going to be taken down. Eventually taken down. DSU takes over on the 4th down stop. Blue gets the football right back, and the Trojans are back in business. Love the energy from head coach Josh Anderson, getting his offense fired up, saying, all right, let's go take care of business. So the offense comes back on the field, 3 minutes, 41 seconds left. The Comets have 2 timeouts remaining. Down 4. Couple of probably good runs, and this one might be over here at homecoming. It'll be a snap to Brooks and a give to Furlong, who we've seen a lot of. Anderson officially gets the start, but Furlong, another 6-yard gain. It will be 69 yards on 15 attempts for the running back. Anderson, 9 receptions, or 9 rushes for 9 yards. Actually, it was only a gain of 4. So it's 67 yards for Furlong. 11 on the play clock. Here's Brooks. He's got Furlong to his left, 2 receivers out to the far side. It's Brooks and a give to Furlong, and he's going to be swallowed up. Behind the original, or right at the line of scrimmage, it's a gain of 6, then a loss of, or a gain of 4, and then a loss of 4. We're going to say it's 3 yards. He got some of it back. And I believe a timeout taken, the second one used.
Their second time out of the half.
By Mayville State. 2:49 left to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stick around. We're just getting started here on Jam and Country FM 103. So we're back here on Jam and Country FM 103. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left to go. And it will be a 3rd down and 9 for the Trojans. 20-16 the score. They have the ball on the Comets' 29-yard line. So it's a 3rd and 9. 2 receivers each side for Brooks. Furlong out there with Brooks in the shotgun. Puts them to the right side. Here's Furlong, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Brooks staying in there, and he's about a yard short of the first down marker. Right at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to be a 4th and 1. Head coach Anderson. He will... Hasn't been a motion, I believe, to Caleb Nielsen, but sent out Travis Rebstock. This might be just a push forward, a gutsy decision here on 4th and 1 as we approach 2 minutes left to go. This would also be a chance for them to try to draw them off sides. They won't actually even get to the offensive line, or the line of scrimmage, rather. They'll call a timeout with 2:01 left to go and a chance to think about this one. So we'll be back in another 30 seconds. More action headed your way. We'll have the final 2 minutes coming up next here on Jam and Country FM 103. Stick around. Back here on Jam and Country FM 103. It is a 4th and 1. Basically, and 1 timeout remaining for each team. 20-16, 2:01 left to go. The offense is staying out. Brooks in the shotgun. It is Furlong, the running back. And Brooks is going to keep it. He's going to run near side. He's going to slide down, and that's going to be a GSN Insurance first down. Getting into the Case IH red zone. And a first down talked about there from the fans here for homecoming. Zach Brooks limping a little. He got hurt in the first half, came out in the second. Still going strong, and it will be the time just ticking away. 1 minute, 33 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. Brooks with Furlong. We'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a run to Furlong. Saw a hole up the middle and gets right before the 10-yard line. Mention once again, they're in Case IH red zone. Find reliable Case IH equipment for your farming operation in the Case IH red zone at Lake County International and in Madison. Joe Stoppenberg here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. We'll keep it here after the final timeout taken by Mayville State. After a 4-yard rush from Brenner Furlong on 1st and 10, DSU only probably 1 or 2 more runs maybe away from completely winning this one. A homecoming victory just on the tip of the tongue for DSU. Brooks, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns, 8 of 14 completions. Ciliasin, the other one for the touchdown. Zach Brooks leads the team in rushes today, 95 yards, and his longest of the 57-yard run. That was to start the second half for DSU. He's back out there with Furlong. More than likely, this is going to be a run. Get the first down, it's over. As Brooks is going to hand off to Furlong. He's going to rush forward. He'll be close to the first down marker. And he's a couple of yards short.
3 on the play. 3rd and 3 Trojan.
It'll be 3rd and 3 after a gain of 3 for the senior running back in Furlong. On senior day, 1 more play left. You're at a 3rd and 3. Actually, 1 timeout still remaining for Mayville State. Here's Brooks and the snap, and the whistles blow. Brooks took the knee in the shotgun. It didn't matter because yellow cloth hit the ground. Let's see what this penalty is.
Offside.
Oh, it's offsides.
With contact.
They jumped offsides. Mayville State jumps offsides. And that's going to be a Trojans first down, a GSN Insurance first down. And that's going to do it. It's just a matter of a knee, basically, for Zach Brooks here. Victory formation for the Trojans. And Brooks will take the knee, and that's going to do it. Trojans with a win on homecoming and comeback fashion. 9-0 at halftime, down a couple of scores by the Trojans, and they get the victory 20-16, close out the 3-game homestand to start the season after the win against Dakota Wesleyan. They start the year with 2 North Star wins. And two of them come here going into 2 road games against Waldorf and then Dickinson State. A win here at homecoming for the Trojans. There goes General Cyber after making out the last couple of games of victory for the Trojans. Mayville State started this game strong, but Dakota State finishes it stronger. Only 7 points allowed in the second half. 20 points scored by DSU in the second half. Huge win, and we'll get into it for the Mustang Seeds post-game show coming up. But what a win. Homecoming. A big win for the Trojans. We'll be talking to head coach Josh Anderson the next couple of minutes. After he talks to his team, and he'll rush up here for an interview. Oh, man. Can't wait to hear what he has to say on this one. We'll be back in 3 minutes as we'll start the Mustang Seeds post-game show. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Jammin' Country FM 103.